Did you know that the Bible is packed with wisdom from elderly figures who lived for hundreds of years? Their life lessons are still relevant today and can guide us through our own challenges. The Bible is home to many wise elderly figures, and one of the most notable ones is King Solomon. He's known for his wisdom, which was granted to him by God himself. But wisdom didn't just magically appear. It was a result of Solomon's experiences, his relationship with God, and his willingness to learn. Solomon's wisdom was not limited to just him. Other elderly figures in the Bible also share their insights. Take Job, for example. He faced unimaginable suffering and loss, yet his story teaches us about perseverance and faith. Then there's Moses, who led the Israelites through the wilderness and received the 10 Commandments from God. His humility and obedience are traits we can all learn from. These elderly figures, along with others, have a lot to teach us about living a life of purpose and meaning. Their stories are not just ancient history, they're relevant today, offering guidance on how to navigate life's challenges. The Bible tells us that Solomon's wisdom was so great that people came from all around to hear him speak. But what's remarkable is that his wisdom was not just about being smart or knowledgeable, it was about understanding how to live a good life. He wrote extensively on the subject, and his writings are still widely read today. One of the most famous stories about Solomon's wisdom is when 2 women came to him with a dispute over a baby. His solution was both clever and just, showcasing his ability to think critically and make tough decisions. This story demonstrates that wisdom is not just about knowing things, but also about applying that knowledge in practical ways. Job's story, on the other hand, teaches us about resilience. Despite losing everything, he chose to trust in God, even when he didn't understand why things were happening the way they were. His faith and perseverance are qualities that we can all learn from, especially during difficult times. Moses' life is another example of wisdom in action. He was a humble man who recognized his limitations and relied on God for guidance. His leadership was not about personal gain, but about serving others and following God's will. As we look at these elderly figures, we see that their wisdom was not just about individual achievements, but about how they used their experiences to help others. Their stories encourage us to seek wisdom in our own lives, to learn from our mistakes, and to trust in something greater than ourselves. The lessons from these elderly figures can be applied to modern life in many ways. We face challenges every day, and their stories offer guidance on how to navigate them. Whether it's dealing with personal struggles, making tough decisions, or simply trying to live a good life, their wisdom is just as relevant today as it was centuries ago. In fact, reflecting on their stories can help us find our own path to wisdom. By studying their experiences and the choices they made, we can gain insights into our own lives. We can learn to be more patient, more compassionate, and more understanding. The wisdom of these elderly figures is not limited to just their successes, it's also found in their failures. They made mistakes, just like we do, but they learned from them and moved forward. Their stories remind us that wisdom is a journey, not a destination. One pivotal moment that showcases their profound insights is when Solomon prayed for wisdom. He could have asked for wealth or power, but instead, he asked for the ability to make wise decisions. This shows that true wisdom is about seeking what's best for others, not just ourselves. The impact of their wisdom on others is evident in the way their stories have been passed down through generations. People continue to find inspiration and guidance in their experiences, and that's a testament to the power of their wisdom. Their stories encourage us to seek wisdom in our own lives, to ask questions, to seek guidance, and to learn from others. By doing so, we can navigate life's challenges with more confidence and make choices that align with our values. So, what are some key takeaways from the stories of these elderly figures? One is the importance of humility. All of these figures recognized their limitations and were willing to learn. Another takeaway is the value of perseverance. They faced incredible challenges, but they persevered, and that's a quality that we can all benefit from. Their stories also remind us that wisdom is not just about individual achievements, but about how we use our experiences to help others. By focusing on the greater good, we can make a positive impact on those around us. As we conclude, I encourage you to seek wisdom in your own life. Read the Bible, learn from the experiences of these elderly figures, and apply their insights to your own journey. Share your favorite Bible verses or stories of wisdom in the comments below. If you're interested in exploring more themes like this, check out our next video, where we dive deeper into the wisdom of the Bible.